my Pisces collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. It is time for your Timeless Chakra reading. I am your reader, Pisces Moon, that I am, Mark Angelo Lyons. Mal for short, they are my initials. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998. We're going to be 25 years in service in a couple of weeks. I'm really excited about that. We'll talk about it at the end of the video. I am the author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. There is a Kindle version available. There is a link in the description box, and if you click it, you can preview a chunk of it for free and get a taste of some of the prayers, principles, and practices that have kept me in business before I started the company for Shoresies, but certainly into and for the past 25 years or so. It is written in chakra chapters, so since this is a chakra read, you find it of interest, click the link, you can preview it. If you're going down into my description box, check out my Patreon. Patreon.com/drawingthecircle. We have 8 different levels of subscription at the time of this recording. Seekers, humans, heroes, angels, witches, immortals, mystics, gods, goddesses is one tier. It is the top tier. They get everything because they're gods and goddesses. But all of my subscribers get the extended readings, past, present, and future, no matter which level they jump in on. And they're juggernauts. They're all relationship-based, and some of them run like way over an hour. And they also get me every morning, haven't missed a day in a really long time, with what we call a daily check-in. They can chat with me with an unlisted YouTube live stream link, chatting about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, ending with a little prayer, a little blessing, a little something, something to send us on our way. It's my favorite way to start the day. Yeah, I know it rhymes. It's the coolest thing I think I've done in my career to date as a mystical artist, a spiritual teacher. I've been reading tarot since I'm 12 years old. I'm going to be 55 in September. I'm a Virgo with a Pisces moon, born on a full moon. Yeah, I don't look at things. That's the Leo rising, I guess. But regardless, I love it over there so much. Couldn't be happier doing my thing. So if you feel the pull, just go check it out. Go look at what I'm serving on the menu over there on Patreon.com, because I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons. But you can just call me Mal. Hi, neighbor. It's such a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I took a walk. Beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I think you live too far away, but that's okay. Thank the gods we're all one at core, huh? Let's get down to work. If you are new to my channel, I had to do that for one particular Pisces, and I think I might do it every Pisces reading. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. If you are new to my channel, yeah, we're going to do a chakra spread. You'd think there would just be 7 cards, and nope, we're doing 10, because I base my experience of chakras on the work of Caroline Myss, MYSS. She is a PhD. She is the author of many books, but the chakra one is Anatomy of the Spirit, dealing with the 8 chakras, including, the one over the head, to help you come into alignment and all of that stuff. I'll explain it as I go, I'm sure. So you're going to get 1 card for each of the 8 chakras. Get a Matcon healing mantra, because they're magnificent and they work if you work them to help heal what needs to be healed. And your last card down, actually our last card down, I am Pisces Moon, a chakra reading card by Rachel Sharman, Rockpool Publishing, has an affirmation. So, cross-watchers, you have the opportunity to not just get some understanding, but possibly some sympathy and some empathy. And I would think if you apply the mantra and or the affirmation as you are so drawn, you would of course be healing, aligning yourself, but the one you are cross-watching for. So, the general read, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, particularly if you see certain themes repeated in the titles, right? So it's all about coming into alignment, and really the alchemy that's needed on planet Earth. Pisces, this is really key. We're 12th house. We're the collective unconscious. So what we heal in ourselves, emotionally in particular, water signs, we heal within the collective unconscious. And that's what makes us mystics and sometimes addicts, because we're empaths and we feel friggin' everything. But if we take it personally, to get that maybe 2% of it is ours. So we're talking the language of spiritual alchemy. I'll explain it as we go. Just remember 3 symbolic atoms in between lead, which is killer toxic, mystic, and gold, which is really healing. Those three atoms symbolically released and transformed is what I call moving step by step from a leaded, fear, illusion-based timeline to a more golden, truthful, loving, peaceful, healthy. You get what I'm saying, I hope? So both feet on the floor if you can, and focus on your breath if you will. I just did an amazing hour of meditation before this reading, and breathwork was amazing. Wim Hof and Ho'oponopono, Wim Ho. So I'm feeling it. Both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. And I will do the best that I can to help us get into alignment and shift this world and everyone we love into a more golden timeline. Please take a nice deep breath. The shift from explanation to divination happens in the still point. Still point. And here we go. Using the mythic tarot for the lower three chakras, we're going to work from the root up to that 8th chakra. I call upon my gods of water. There you are. Sign of Pisces. Powers of the West. Root chakra. What's going on? 3 cards. 3 cards face down. Lower 3 chakra dynamic. Masculine energy. Yang dynamic. From the outside looking in at the Pisces, like looking in a mirror. From the inside looking out at people, places, and things. Relationships in the physical world. The literal level of power. Survival. Intuition. What's going on in the root? Let's just get these on the table. What's going on in the root chakra for the Pisces collective and the cross watchers? 2nd chakra, sacral chakra, one-on-one relationships, money, sex, and power. What's going on in the solar plexus? Personal power, self-esteem, boundaries, honor code, what we will, what we won't, what we do, what we don't. Shifts and changes. Let's get the next 4 up with the Daughters of the Moon Tarot, Heart, their 3rd eye crown, Goddess energy, feminine energy, 2nd level of power, personal level of power, creative intuition. Please take a nice deep breath. Ooh, they're moving fast with me today. Still point. As I call upon my goddesses of water, the sign of Pisces, powers of the West, please, beloved goddesses of mutable, changing, shifting tides of water, the dolphin and the shark, although technically dolphins not fish. Please, my beloved ones, in the guidance, the grace, the love, the wisdom, and the power, 4 cards. Heart, 3rd eye crown, face down for the Pisces collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, drawn to this reading to help them alchemize, do their deal. What's going on in their emotional power, heart chakra, love is divine power. There we go. What's going on in the throat chakra here? Spit, swallow, or chew, willpower, surrender your will to the divine. The 3rd eye, ajna, mental power, the servant, but sometimes becomes the master, and that doesn't always go well. Seek only truth. What's going on there? And crown chakra, the 1,000-petaled lotus, the spiritual power, live in present time. What's going on for the Pisces, and what's really very much considered a Pisces chakra, even though we're ruled by the feet. And this next one we will turn over from the Caroline Myss archetype cards. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon my collective pantheons of the divine, for the Pisces collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, myself included, and cross watchers. This feels cool. What's going on? What's going on in the 8th chakra, the dominant archetype in the 8th chakra? indicating the shadow work, the soul pattern to be developed, strengthened, alchemized, from lead to gold, shadow to light, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, fear to love, illusion to truth, pain to pleasure, poverty to paradise, perdition to prosperity, hell to heaven. What do you got for the Pisces Collective in the 8th chakra for this Timeless Chakra Read? I mean, really work for that. Oh, and why not the guide archetype, divine family archetype? Yeah. Yeah. Just when I thought I wasn't in the reading, they dragged me back in. The guide archetype is, like I said, the divine family archetype, but it can also have a foot in the wisdom family archetype. There are 9 different groupings or categories. Written on the bottom is the shadow attribute. I call that the lead. The top, the light attribute. I call that the gold. And everybody's in here somewhere. You can have an archetype, a reason, a season, or a lifetime. I don't know. I feel like if you have them for a reason, you can have them 100 times in a year. It's just necessary for a reason in that moment. But some people have this for a lifetime or for seasons. Remember, like 30 years out of a 90-year life could be considered a season. The shadow here places financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. I have seen it in the metaphysical, spiritual, pagan, new agey, who's he, what's his industry for decades. I started my first crystal job in like 1988 in Porter Square, Massachusetts, on Mass Avenue. So yeah, no, I've seen a lot of crazy along the way, what people will do and what they will charge. The light attribute represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. And once you bring the word divine into it, for me, you have entered into mystical territory, not just spiritual, mystical, that higher stuff that we cannot wrap our minds around, but we can have a direct experience of, particularly as a Pisces. Ooh, the divine in all of life, the unity, the truth. We're not separate from each other. Derp. Duh. What's going on in that crown chakra? Okay. Now, the word written on here is burnout. Now, spiritual burnout happens, particularly if this is something you do professionally like I do. Oh, honey, it ain't just on camera. I connect with a lot of people during the day, not to mention what I go through for my own process to receive and then act on the guidance. This is the 8 of Flames, burnout, but it is a card of rapid transformation. Think the 8 of Wands. The arrows of love, messages coming in, maybe, but crown chakra, that definitely talks about immutable fire. It definitely speaks perhaps of your crown chakra. Yes, perhaps being burned out. We'll see what else is on the table. But that there is rapid transformation going on there. Element of fire. What's going on in the element of air of the third eye? We got the Ace of Flames. So this could be a brand new thing. Element of fire, what you yearn for, what you burn for, what your heart's desire. Keyword creation, right? So your crown chakra is like, let's do this. And this is going, oh, ooh, I want that. Well, then I think the next chakra down, hey Melchior, I'm being grounded by a Taurus cat, the youngest, the young Prince Melchior, the youngest. You come sit down or go lay down, go see Busy Bees. I just brushed him. This cat sheds like all year long, and now it's the spring. Tumbling tumbleweeds of magic black cat hair. Throat chakra, guess what? Another fire. Who knew? A court card, though, the Maiden of Flames. That would be the Queen of Wands in Rider-Waite-based traditional tarot. Chantico, fixed fire. Throat chakra. Seriously, I really do see the throat chakra as the one that is fire, because, you know, you're going to spit out the fire, you're going to swallow the fire, you're going to tend it, chew on it. Decisions, choices, or your willpower, that no one else can do that for you but you, unless you abdicate that power to another. Now, abdicating that power to the divine, saying, I don't know, show me, give me the guidance, the grace. I do it all day long, practically, considering what I do for a living. And for me, it is part of my creative process. It's part of my checklist before I get on camera. So Leo energy in the throat chakra definitely speaks of fifth house dynamic, creativity and good fortune. I'm Leo rising, baby. I know how to stretch out and relax. I know how to enjoy myself, and I know how to have a good time. Lots of incarnations where I paid for that wisdom in the hardest way possible, but this life it's much better. So yeah, the choices, make them creative. Chew on them though. And we would say, well, it's creative. How is that fixed fire? Well, she's baking cakes or loaves of bread and keeping an eye on the kid. So that temperature can't be going up and down and up and down and up and down, right? You're either going to get like what? Slightly warm batter, dough, whatever, or a ash, right? You got to kind of find it and hold that. So fixed fire. It's okay to chew. It's okay to chew. What's going on in the heart chakra? Ace of Cups. I think something's coming in here for this timeless read with the crown chakra on fire, which is not a bad thing, but burnout also means that process of transformation. Now, one of my least favorite things to see in the world is a forest fire. Pretty sure I'm a past life dryad. Who knows? My Akashic Record Library card has been reactivated, but I don't have access to everything just yet. So the idea of a forest fire is a nightmare to me, but all of that ash turns into fertile soil eventually. So there may be a rapid transformation going on here, but one that is forward moving, fueled, one would think, by the air of the third eye. And this, woo, it could be inspiration in that sense of something wanted that you chew on, that you bake, that you maybe commit to, that you strongly choose to. Fixed fire. That just is this opportunity, the seed of cups, the ace of cups, the one of cups, that happiness, but a seed, one cup, the beginning of an emotional journey. So look, in terms of third eye heart resonance, you're there, right? And I would think, oh, look, water in the heart, fire in the eye, not bad, not bad. And choo, 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 choo. Like the trolley. Make believe. Solar plexus, you've got this, we've got the Scorpio. Now, chances are solar plexus, that could be somebody challenging our personal power. Do they have to be a Scorpio? Maybe, maybe not. Chances are they're not talking, though, and what they're feeling, they are feeling deeply. And possibly some transformation. This is Helen of Troy. Her face launched 1,000 ships, and it all started with a golden apple and a wedding. Long story. Trojan War and all of that. Look, if this is you from the outside looking in, though, as a Pisces, to be like, no, Scorpio mode, I'm keeping my yap shut. I'm working on this. I'm transforming this on the inside for my own personal alignment, my own happiness, health, wealth, and wisdom here to get my own guidance. Well, thank you, whoever that was. Solar plexus intuition will tell you when you are being, a boundary is being violated, if you're violating a boundary, or if something's just not lining up with your honor code. But that's personal power. Not everybody may agree with it, but that's where self-esteem becomes a noun. It's like, well, how much do I value my guidance? How much do I value my gut? When it goes, that the answer is no. Challenging? Maybe. But it can also, by the way, in the opposite direction go, you know what that feels like, right? Well, let's look at second chakra. Okay, Seven of Wands, you got a double whammy. In the crown on the inner, you got the Seven of Flames, and the second chakra on the outer, you got the Seven of Wands. So definitely in terms of creativity, it's a lot of fire for a water sign. I'm going to say your second chakra creativity, you're going to have to kind of keep moving forward. Yes, often seen as a defensive stance, the Seven of Wands. But this is jumping through the hoops. This is Jason and the Argonauts. They already got the golden fleece, but now they got to make it back to the boat. So they got to sort of fight their way back, right? The main point of it has been done, but they still have to get that thing home. So there is definitely work here and forward motion. But now think of that in terms of the inspiration of the crown chakra coming down, right? Incarnating, bringing it down eventually into the root chakra to manifest whatever this is. But this is the necessary work. Could be financial. Yes, could this be relationship oriented? Absolutely. But what are the things you got to go through to get there? Yeah, and it feels like that drive is there. Oh, I'm sorry, I said 7 and 7. That's a drink. This is the 8 and the 7. So the progression there. So it's not a complete double whammy. I apologize. Please don't make me do math. But there is such a lineup of fire. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 7 cards. You already have predominant. Let's see what's in the root. Queen of Swords. So there are definitely some fixed energies going on here. We've got Chantico, Queen of Wands, essentially on the inner, in the throat chakra. We got Queen of Cups in the solar plexus, fixed water. And we have got fixed air here. So 3 fixed signs. Obviously the queens are the fixed signs. Aquarius. Fixed air, 11th house dynamic in the root chakra could be speaking about a community leader. 11th house is how we interact our creativity with the world, like with society, with humanity. Can be very egalitarian, very humanitarian, hands across America, link pinks, we are the world, we are the children, all of that. But certainly can be seeing the world from a higher point of view. Fixed air, Aquarius is like the stratosphere, like from the satellite, that higher mind thing. So again, in a general read, is this someone you are dealing with? Is this you from the outside looking in of how you appear in the world? Could mean that in the root chakra. Could also mean that you maybe are a little bit of a leader, a teacher, but hopefully by example here, or a guide. Right? And to remember, to guide by example, you follow your own guidance first and foremost, otherwise what you doing? Right? And it's hard. It's hard. Shakti Gawain, Living in the Light, or Creative Visualization, books I read back when I was in high school. I know, the 80s, can you imagine? I had a really good time. There were no cell phones to clock anything. But it was that thing. She goes, the most exciting life is to act on your intuition. It's a dance between the divine feminine intuition, the yin, and the divine masculine action, the yang, right? To align the heart and the third eye, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, with the divine child of the most loving, wise, empowered decisions inherited from both within. It's the way to go, but it's a journey, and no one gets it right all the time, except for some people. I don't know them personally. So, the chakras are on the table. Let's get our last 2 cards down. A healing mantra, as I said. These work if you work them. I write down all of mine in my little red book. My mantras for different things, just so I can remember them. I've had this for years now, so I know them all. I just don't verbatim that. Matt Kahn says it better than me in terms of the foundation of it. The interpretation's kind of my gig, I guess. So let's have fun with this one. There's nothing here that feels like a total womp womp. Even womp womp. Even the crown chakra there is moving you towards the 9 and then the 10, which in the Daughters of the Moon Tarot is a great celebratory card. Let's see what the mantra is. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the ascended masters of healing and guidance in healing, please, beloved masters, 1 card in clarity, the perfect healing mantra for the Pisces collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. Watching this video, receiving this reading to help align these chakras and alchemize the shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, and all of that, alchemizing the guide in the 8th, 8 of flames, burnout in the crown, Ace of Flames in the third eye, creation, Chantico, Mother of Flames, the Leo in the throat, happiness, 1 of Cups in the heart, Scorpio, Queen of Cups in the solar plexus, Seven of Wands in the second chakra. Keep going, keep going. And Queen of Swords, Aquarius in the root. What do you got to help them alchemize the lead to gold, shifting to a more golden timeline for the well-being of all? Exploring unity consciousness. Good. It's one of the ones I'm already working. I am one eternal light appearing as all. Talk about the divine in yourself and in all of life. For free, people. This is for free. And this is what's going to heal the world. Now look, like I said, 12th house. 12th house, Pisces. We are the collective unconscious with the emotional part of it. Great fun. The river Styx crossing over to the underworld, which is the collective unconscious, but you know, location, 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 I guess. Oh, mysticism. Ooh, mysticism for fun and profit. Yeah, live your life in mysteries and just do the best you can. Follow the guidance that you get. Ready? Breathe this one in. Exploring unity consciousness. I am one eternal light appearing as all. Damn it. When unity consciousness is explored, you are able to sense a connection that unites all hearts, no matter how unique each person seems to be. And ain't that the case? In unity, there is a willingness to accept the differences that make each of us unique, while embracing the greater cosmic web of interconnectivity throughout all time and space. Oh, that's a bit much, but that's how it is. If we're all one, that is the sacred truth of the root chakra. All is one. Carolyn Myss, Anatomy of the Spirit. Trust me on that one. So to acknowledge, yes, we are one thing appearing, that's what's going to save this world. Because you can still live in the illusion of separation, but you know it's an illusion, so you don't hurt people. Because you're hurting yourself, right? It's like, why are you smacking yourself? Why are you punching yourself? I'm the youngest of four. Well, it's okay. I became a witch as a result. Where were we? In exploring unity conscious, you are not a person in search of the light. You are the light dressed up as a person acting along your soul's journey. Ain't no one getting out of here in the same body, darling. I don't care how many people want to talk about ascension. You're not taking the same body with you. It would definitely get an upgrade, one would think, right? You know, why would you want glands and all of that when you could just be all chakras? Oh, sparkle. Sparkle, Neely, sparkle. This mantra is ideal for amplifying presence. No problem there. Grounding your energy depending on the day, and deepening meditation. I had such a powerful unity meditation before doing this, not shocked. Okay. Chakras, of course I wear chakras. Gotta be up every morning. 5, 6 in the morning. Sparkle, Mel, sparkle. At least some people are gonna get that, and I'm not sorry. Oh, that valley. What a deep valley. River deep, mountain high. Let's get our last card down here. I hope you're having fun. I am. This is why Patreon is so much fun for me, because it's way much more freedom to create. The chakra reading cards to give us a clue, a tip, a hint. Sort of like saying, start here, like a little post-it, right? Just saying this is the one, as well as we get a mantra of, I'm so glad it's one I'm already doing, shadow reads, 8 card draws, and all that jazz. Please take a nice deep breath. I love these. They always save the best for last for Pisces, man. Merman, Ethel. Still point. It's because I'm more dolphin than shark right now that they're letting me get away with this. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved in service for the Pisces collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, myself included, and our cross watchers, because they can't figure us out either. One card in clarity, a chakra reading card, please, beloved higher selves. Give us a clue, a tip, a hint, where to focus with the affirmation, right? Just say, this is the one to begin with, or at least one that will be prominent, to help us alchemize the guide archetype in the 8th. burnout in the crown, creation in the third eye, Leo in the throat, happiness, One of Cups in the heart, Scorpio in the solar plexus, Seven of Wands in the sacrum, Queen of Swords in the root, ouchie, as we explore unity consciousness, because we're just one light, one eternal light appearing is all. What do you got? What's our chakra? Last card down for the Pisces collective and the cross watchers in this timeless read. Oh, family, monkey family. I am a Virgo monkey. Don't be shy. Proof we come from monkeys. Shapeshifter work. My mother's a nursery school teacher. I have more, but I'll spare you. Card number 5, family. It's all about family. I can tell I'm a quarter Sicilian from Long Island. Let's do this. This is about as root chakra red as you're gonna get. Let's see. Family. Now remember, there is biological family, there is family, friends, tribal, root chakra. We are looking at the highlight here. We might have to be a little bit more Aquarian in our approach. Let's see what this has to say. Please take a nice deep breath. Card number 5, family, base chakra, root chakra, I like to call it. You've pulled this card into your awareness today to let you know the energy of your ancestors is surrounding you. Great. So in our DNA and in our energy fields are the ancestors, and ancestors aren't just genetic. If you're a witch, every witch that's ever been, even if they weren't called a witch, is an ancestor. And you could take that in so many other archetypes in different directions. Just saying. Know that the energy of your ancestors is surrounding you. It's a powerful time for healing family wounds and dissolving any ancestral karma. That shit is passed down. It has been understood for thousands of years that we carry through our bloodlines old patterns and karma from those family members who walked before us. Just like some physical issues can be handed down in the family line, so can emotional, mental, and spiritual imbalances, of course. The ego wounds of abuse, neglect, codependence, and loss are ego wounds. Everybody's got some combo of that. But now think of it, for thousands of years being passed down, the shadow of it all, the shade of it all, right? Oh, let's incarnate and clear that up this life. Okay. There's a big chance that any challenges you are going through at this time could be connected in some way to family karma. Take a moment to tune in and to ask where this pattern or challenge is coming from. You can do this by quieting the mind and taking some time to be still and listen. Well, I think that's where your creative solutions are going to come from. I think if we're really talking to a Piscean mystic here, you kind of know this already, some of y'all, some of you, but get that past lives and ancestors and all this stuff all happens simultaneously to the higher self. That's why I go there first. And my higher self is part of Archangel Ariel. That's why I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Archangel of Lyons. And so everybody's higher self is a guardian angel, if you want to call it that. It belongs to an archangel. So you got help. Talk about guidance. 8th chakra, 8th chakra, 8th chakra. Once you identify the root of the issue, you can simply light a candle and have a conversation in your mind with that family member. It's a little inflammatory gestalt therapy, but I will say that Ace of Flames in the third eye speaks of that. See yourself handing back the issue to this ancestor. He's got a club and he's wearing a lion skin. They place this energy into their heart where it transmutes into something positive, and then they hand it back to you. Now place it in your heart for healing. Allow this energy to release you from this karma as you now receive the love, wisdom, and guidance from your ancestors. Family is an integral part of life. We are born into these little tribes for a reason. Tribal chakra. We learn big lessons of unconditional love through the interactions and challenges with family. This card can also indicate that you may have been experiencing a conflict within the family unit, and it is now time for a resolution. Oh, that sounds like fun. This card could also be a sign that a family member who has passed is with you, guiding and supporting you from your other side. My grandfather just died, Agostino Di Gregorio, my mom's dad, like 2 weeks ago. He would have been 103, I think, this week. My grandpa, funky chicken. Take a moment to sit in nature with your favorite tree. Oh, sorry, did I miss something here? Oh no, a powerful way to connect with your ancestors is through the energy of trees. Oh good, past life dryad, check. Take a moment to sit in nature with your favorite tree and open yourself to hear whispers of wisdom from your ancestors. Let it be. The ones who walk the path before you. I think I'm going to have to go to Bayard Cutting Arboretum soon. Affirmation, I am at peace and at one with my family. All is one. Sacred truth of the root chakra. Was not expecting that. However, it does put a different spin, you have to admit, on what we've going on here. So we're going to do a blessimation. It's a combination of the word blessing and summation. It's how I end these things. And I just essentially let the pantheons of the divine connect the dots. Because for a general read, what could come out of my mouth could be totally different than what's at the table. That's what I call trusting the guidance. Please, take a nice deep breath. Try doing this every day. It's like going to the mystical gym. No regrets. Still point. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine, our collective pantheons of the divine, for the Pisces collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video who are drawn to this reading, may we be blessed with all that we need to align our chakras, to alchemize the guide in the 8th archetype, to embrace what we experience representing the nature of the divine in our lives and in ourselves, in the world, in all of life, and in ourselves, that unity, that truth guiding us in the way, and may it inspire and move us forward and get us moving with the arrows of desire. The 8 of flames burn out, transforming as it goes, but rapid moving fire. And may we have a clear vision, a clear idea, a clear inspiration of creation. We could do that, and yeah, let's put it in the oven, let's bake it, let's use our creativity for good fortune, our fixed fire. And that can be very, very enjoyable as something lights up our heart. We get that seed of water, that new feeling, feels good, and maybe we're not ready to talk about it right away. Maybe we're just going to feel that and kind of navigate away, particularly if we're dealing with family and not just, tribal, genetic, any kind of family. It could be corporate, could be any tribe that we are in there. So we'll do what we got to do, and we'll find our way through this, and we'll create as we go, maybe one-on-one, individually, instead of taking them all on at once, so that we can really stand forth with that Aquarian energy of the Queen of Cups, maybe being a little bit more head over heart, but being egalitarian, humanitarian, understanding that there are ancestral patterns in play that everybody has, that everybody's got DNA, then everybody's got ancestral patterning, everybody's got some kind of ancestral karma, but so that we can take the guidance and ground it down into the root chakra. The tribes aren't supposed to applaud you. Oh, you're more enlightened and intuitive than I am. How lovely for you. No, they don't do that. That's for us to do. So may we be blessed with all that we need to explore unity consciousness, because we are one eternal light, appearing as all, whether we see it or not, whether we know it or not, and the same with them. Yeah, even them too. To make this world happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser, more in alignment. Traveling the golden timeline of this lifetime for the well-being of all, with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So mote it be. And so it is. Aw, neighbor. I hope you liked it. And if you did, hit the thumbs up, like, subscribe, comment, because all that stuff does is helps other Pisces and crosswatchers find this very particular reading. But we don't have them on Patreon. No. You sign up for one of my levels of subscription, you get everything that is in that level of subscription since I started it over a year ago. And moving forward, as long as you remain a subscriber, the daily check-ins, minimum daily check-ins, and the extended readings, the part 2, and they are juggernauts. So come Patreon on Patreon with the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons. You can just call Mal. Because 25 years or so ago, I started drawing the circle productions, and I upped my prices to $100 an hour for private sessions, spiritual counseling, readings. I even used to do hand-on healings, and I don't anymore. Well, the prices are changing. May 1st, 2023, a new video will be out. There's already a video down there in that description box. If you look, Booking a Reading with Mal explains the whole process before, during, and even suggestions after. But I'm putting together like a Build-A-Bear thing, right? Components, right? Put it together. So my prices are going to change. So if you book me before May 1st, even if for the session is after May 1st, I will honor the $100 an hour flat rate. Group, party, Zoom, not Zoom, whatever, we'll do it. But anytime after that, darlings, woo, my prices are going up, because 25 years, I think it's about time. But more importantly, look, I am a professional guide in a way, right? Reason, season, or lifetime. I am familiar with this, and I know families and communities can be tricky, particularly when you are feeling what they are all feeling and they don't know it. So soft of eye and light of touch, speaky little, listen much, and be as egalitarian as you can, because we are one eternal light. Appearing as all. I think that about does it. I love you, my fishies. Keep on swimming, swimming, swimming. Hail. Farewell, and blessed, blessed be.